it's lovely to see you. I hope you've had a good week. This week we've been moored in Cookham Reach, and Cookham is famous for Sir Stanley Spencer, who was the English painter, and he lived here. He had a bit of a scandalous love life. However, he produced some amazing artwork, and that can be seen at the Sir Stanley Spencer Gallery in Cookham. Now, when he was alive, often he would be seen in and around Cookham. He was a small man, he had twinkling eyes, shaggy grey hair. On a cold winter's day, he'd wear his pyjamas under his suit. And he would be seen pushing an old pram. And in that pram would be his canvas and his easel, which is a lovely thought. Now, he referred to Cookham as a village in heaven. And it really is beautiful. It's well worth a visit, and Zephyr absolutely loved it. However, on the first 2 mornings that we moored here, I was woken up by these 2 characters. Have a look.
Poking on my boat. Who was it? Which one? You've just woken me up.
So feeling a little bit tired, but this is just beautiful because I've got water trickling past me. The sound of water is so good for you. The birds are singing. It's so green and lush.
I quickly noticed that Zephyr had found some food in a rubbish bag.
No. Some recycling as well. You found a ball. You're picking up people's rubbish. That's a good bit of rubbish, isn't it? Do you want me to throw it in the water? Just a funny face.
Then, unfortunately, I did the world's worst throw, and poor Zephyr lost the ball she'd only just found.
You got it? No.
She wouldn't leave, and neither would she give up until she had found it.
No, I only think she's gonna found it. Yes! Clever girl! Clever girl!
And as if luck would have it, I spotted a buzzard. Oh. So back we walked to our narrowboat on Cookham Moor, which Zephyr considered to be her whole garden. Now this week on Cookham Moor, look what I discovered. The beautiful common darter dragonfly. But I also discovered that when they have mated with the females, the males, they grab the female by the head and they swing her up and down. And when her body makes an arch at the highest point, she releases her eggs all over the pond or the water area. So I thought, oh, wouldn't it be amazing if I could get some footage of that? Did I? You'll have to have a look and see. One day I was walking through there on the path, and I was looking for things to film, and stopped under a tree, and I looked up, and suddenly I was struck by this wood pigeon And I was struck by it because it was really beautiful. It was completely still but staring at me. And it just reminded me of a story that I would like to share with you. In 2004, I was living in Lanzarote. My children were very little, but I was really suffering with anxiety. I wasn't eating and I wasn't sleeping. And then one day, a racing pigeon just flew into our home and joined us and stayed with us for several weeks. And it really reminded me of my granddad. Not that my granddad had beak and feathers, but he was no longer alive, but he was a real bird fancier, and he used to have budgerigars, and he would teach these budgerigars how to speak, and they would sing songs and nursery rhymes with his voice. It was the most bizarre thing. So now the pigeon didn't cure me or anything, but it offered me some sort of distraction, and nature is so good for anybody really who is suffering with anxiety or mental health issues or depression. And just from having this pigeon around and this distraction, I didn't get better at that point in time. It took a lot more than that. However, it made me start to think about actually taking this risk and going back to England and starting again, which we did, and it was the best decision that we ever made. But actually what really helped me overcome my anxiety and accept that that's what I sometimes have on and off, and how to live with it, was a book that my sister got me from a charity shop by Dr. Claire Weeks, and I'll put a link in the description of the video. But that book I picked up and I read page to page, and it actually completely transformed my life. So, and enabled me to take on really stressful jobs after that, and really enjoy the life that I lead. So if you do suffer with anxiety or any sort of mental health issue like that, then do look up Dr. Claire Weeks, because it was an incredible help. Now, Mindful Cruise this week, we left Cookham Reach and we cruised on the beautiful River Thames. I absolutely love the River Thames. So I hope you find this really relaxing. We didn't go very far. So sit back and relax and enjoy this mindful cruise. I hope you have a lovely week, and take care and look after yourself. Dragonfly by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Today I saw the dragonfly come from the wells where he did lie, and in a pulse rent the veil of his old husk. From head to tail came out clear plates of sapphire mail. He dried his wings, like gauze they grew, through crofts and pastures wet with dew, a living flash of light he flew.